I brought my autograph book.
Your attempts at humor bore me, Spider-Man. Fortunately, I won't have to listen to them much longer.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It might be
Mr.
Jason Black.
C is the finisher, and Dave Chappelle is the closer. Yeah, so I just finished watching Dave Chappelle's The Closer for the second time. Definitely watch it twice. You know, you can really get the totality of it the second time. You can really hear all the jokes, not just the top heavy ones. Right? But definitely funny. You know, I don't think it's Dave's funniest, but funny nonetheless. You know, and I think Dave had an agenda on this one. You know, besides the fact that his Netflix contract is over, this was the closer. He's from up under that contract. How many specials did he owe them? 3, 4? So this one is the closer. And if you heard it in its totality in the beginning, you heard him say that this is going to be his last one. And he said he wanted to go out with a bang. So he did just that. I think he wanted to leave a lot of outrage behind the closer. So, of course, here comes the LGBTQ community with their outrage. Did y'all see it? Who saw it? Yeah, so I think I saw it on Tariq. Tariq Nasheed might have brought it up, but the writer, the trans woman, Jocelyn, what was it, Moore? Yeah, Jocelyn Moore tried to come out and threaten to boycott Netflix over what she said was dangerously and blatantly transphobic material. Said there was hate speech and it's going to get trans people killed and it's going to cause more transphobia and they're going to boycott Netflix unless they take the Dave Chappelle special down. She fucking stupid. Yeah, so this is Jocelyn Moore. Like, is you stupid? Like, so you're telling a company to take a special off of their network that is probably making them hundreds of millions of dollars, and they paid him hundreds of millions of dollars to make these specials. So you expect them to completely take this shit off, not recoup their money, because your fucking feelings are hurt. Boy, if that ain't a reach, I don't know what is. So Jocelyn Moore tried to use his bully pulpit, you know, and Netflix thought so much of it. Guess what Netflix did? Suspended that ass. Yeah, Netflix said, take that. Sit it out.
Yep. Ugly motherfucker.
Justice Coalition has a problem with they called him out on him going after the trans community and all that. And then you have this one showrunner from Netflix. There's a show called Dear White People. There's this showrunner who's a white man. I'm not going to call this a woman because this is clearly a white man. a suspected white man. This person right here talking about they gonna quit because of Dave Chappelle. Jacqueline P. Moore. Okay, they keep referring to this person as she and her. Now, this person has a bunch of bikini pictures deliberately showing his bulge. Okay, I'm not going to even show y'all that, but this is, and he's a showrunner for the TV show Dear White People. This is supposed to be a black show. No wonder this show is hella corny. This show is supposed to be about black people talking about racism from their perspective, but it's written by white people, which a lot of these shows are. And this person, Jacqueline P. Moore, had me blocked already. I'd never really acknowledged it. I never knew who this person was really until this week. And I saw that they already had me blocked. And from what I understand, this person has blocked a lot of other black people who are activists. Just preemptively blocked them. Yeah, I don't know this dude from Can of Paint, but now I know he's a showrunner for that show. And he tried to make a big stink about he's going to quit because of Dave Chappelle, and other white people have been getting in his ass. Because here's the thing. There are a lot of white people who understand what this agenda is about. There's a lot of white people who understand that, hey, wait a minute. This agenda is really affecting our white children too. They just kind of use black folks as the Trojan horse. But they understand that these people try to push this agenda to harm white kids as well. They got to do it with us first. If they can break us first, they can break anybody. But they're going after white babies and white kids too. And a lot of white people don't like that either. So they're like getting in his ass too. So this whole thing is kind of backfiring right now. See, we got to stay on this thing. This is backfiring on the white LGBT community right now. Yeah? And now black folks are getting some damn heart for a damn change, really because there's a lot of white folks calling this shit out too. This is why there's some other black folks getting some heart, but we on the grassroots, we've been had the heart to call them out. Yeah, a lot of black folks are co-signing Dave Chappelle. You understand? Because they see what the damn agenda is. They see what it is. But let's get into this organization, though. This National Black Justice Coalition. Now, listen to that name. When we heard that name, a lot of black people were like, who in the hell is that? National Black Justice Coalition? Who the fuck is that? Nobody knew who it was. Black folks have never heard of this organization, a Black Justice Coalition. What the hell is that? Now look, when you go to the National Black Justice Coalition's website, some stuff up here. Hold on. When you go to their website, this is what you see. National Gay Men's Movement. It's an LGBT organization.
Now, the thing that surprised me the most, probably the most controversial and risky joke of the night, and also my favorite, took third place to the LGBTQ and the COVID-19 Asian outrage mall. The best joke of the night might have been Space Jews. I also saw a lot of videos of UFOs. I mean, what the fuck has been going on with that shit? These niggas are here. These UFOs keep coming to Earth, and it made me think of an idea for a movie. Sounds dumb, but hear me out. In my movie idea, we find out that these aliens are originally from Earth. That they're from an ancient civilization that achieved interstellar travel and left the Earth thousands of years ago. Some other planet they go to, and things go terrible for them on the other planet. So they come back to Earth, decide that they want to claim the Earth for their very own. It's a pretty good plot line, huh? I call it Space Jews. I guess Mel Brooks is the only one that can use terms like space Jews or Jews in space. I guess in order to make a Jewish joke, you have to be Jewish. I don't care what nobody say. That shit was funny as hell. But they don't like it because it has a political tinge to it. You know, the issue with the Palestinians, what some would call the occupation of Palestine. Others would call the annexing of Palestine. Right? You know, the story that the Jews try to make historical truth that in ancient times they lived in Palestine and they were exiled and it was taken from them. And now in modern times, 1947, after World War II, after going somewhere else and it not working out in Germany, they've returned to find someone there and now are telling them, hey, we were already here, so you gotta leave. You know, what joke can you tell about the Jewish community? I mean, can you tell any jokes about them? Do all jokes about them have to end with them winning Nobel Peace Prizes? Are they that fragile? So the Times of Israel.com said Dave Chappelle jokes about world-conquering space Jews. Subtitle, comedian criticized for apparent anti-Semitic stand-up line, as well as for likening black people beating Asians to his own body conquering COVID-19. Yeah, that's funny. Fuck that. Whether the joke is a Zionist allegory or a bit about world domination, NPR critic Eric Deegan's called it anti-Semitic. Chappelle knows reviewers like me will quote the joke and criticize him for it, which I am. I don't really care what point he's trying to make. The joke, which sounds like anti-Semitism, gets a hard pass from me, Deegan's wrote. But here we have Brian Kopelman, allegedly of the Jewish persuasion. He says, hey, at Dave Chappelle, have you sold the rights to space Jews yet? If not, let's handle. Let's give it up for the Jew with the sense of humor. Yeah, for the Jewish gentleman with a sense of humor, Mr. Brian Kopelman. Yes, sir, you can come to the barbecue for 10 minutes and then you gotta go. So the Jewish Standard speaks about it. Dave Chappelle makes space Jews joke in Netflix special. Y'all want to hear it again? Yeah, I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play it in the longer form. Let me see something real quick. All right, so here's what some people had to say in the comment section. It's an analogy, a brilliant one if you ask me, about Zionism. Jews returning to Palestine almost 2,000 years later and claiming the place for themselves with 52 likes. And then Heybot says, I didn't even think about the Zionism angle. Thanks. That makes sense now with 10 likes. And then Birria Taco says, this is why I love Dave. You need to have a degree of historical intellect to really comprehend the depth of his jokes. That's why he's so well respected in the comedy industry, amongst other reasons. And there's more. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go look it up. There's real times online. And you can see the comment section. There's dozens of them. Okay. So let me play the joke again in a longer version.
I didn't get sick. I also saw a lot of videos of UFOs. I mean, what the fuck has been going on with that shit? These niggas in here, these UFOs keep coming to Earth, and it made me think of an idea for a movie. Sounds dumb, but hear me out. In my movie idea, we find out that these aliens are originally from Earth. That they're from an ancient civilization that achieved interstellar travel and left the Earth thousands of years ago. Some other planet they go to, and things go terrible for them on the other planet. So they come back to Earth, decide that they want to claim the Earth for their very own. It's a pretty good plot line, huh? I call it Space Jews. Space Jews. All right. It's going to get worse than that. Hang in there. It's going to get way worse than that.
So I guess the last question I have is the Jewish outrage mob, now third in line of power to the LGBTQ outrage mob and the Stop Asian Hate COVID-19 outrage mob. Because when you talk about any of them, what you said about the Jews is the third thing mentioned.